Okay, so we're going to start our lesson today. Now when we're sewing, it's very important to use this, your measuring tape. We have to measure lots of things and get them the right sizes and the right widths. So now what I want you to do, I want you to make a fabric that we're going to practice our stitches on. So basically this fabric needs to be 26 centimeters long and 17 centimeters wide. Okay, so 26 centimeters long, the length, and then we have 17 centimeters wide, because the length is the longest part and the width is the shortest part. This is the width. 17 and 20, 26. 26 is here. Put a little mark there, 26. And then we said it was 17, the width. So we'll go from there, the black point there, come straight down to 17. Make a little mark there, 17. And then we can draw a line very gently. Whoops. Just as you cut it out, nothing crazy. We'll get a ruler. Make it nice and neat. See now where we're going to cut. Okay, so then we need to do 26 in length. 26 is there. Make a mark. And we can join those two together there. This is just very rough, but to get your idea of just measuring things. Okay, and then let's do 17 down this side, 17 is to there, very good. And now do the line here. We got 17 there, 17 here, so just line those up. Like so. And do yourself a line, just a very gentle line. And then we finish that one off there, make it nice and straight. Okay, and then we have it. Now cut this one out. Be careful with your scissors. Very gently. Go along there. Come from here. Save that for something else for later. Just trim down the side here now. Hold the fabric gently. Okay, and there we have the bit of fabric we're going to work on today. And now we're going to do some lines across it. So if you have a ruler, I think we showed you before, we can just do some lines, some simple lines that we're going to use our guides. And go the other side of the ruler because it's easy for me to do that. Okay, then leave a space and do another one underneath. So these are parallel lines, aren't they? We're making parallel lines on the fabric. Do the other side. Have a look. So you've got 1, 2, we'll do one more. the other side. I'm going to do one more. Okay, so now we have 3 lines. We have 1 line, 2 parallel lines, and 3 parallel lines, and 4 parallel lines. Okay, these are going to be our stitches we're going to learn. Okay, so we're going to start to do a hand sewing. First we're going to do the needle, thread the needle, so just trim off a little bit of the end of your thread to make it a nice neat end. Unravel some of your thread, take your needle. Sometimes the white background is easier. Go quite towards the end because I'm going to push it through. So there we go. It's not always easy, but one needs to persevere. Okay, so let out some of the thread. Cut that away there. Okay. And now we're going to do a knot at the end. So take your thread together. So it's more or less the same length at the end now. And then we're going to do a knot. Hold them together and then just turn it around and pull it through the end. Okay, one more time. See the knots there? Go around, underneath, and pull it through there. We do one more. Around, underneath. Everyone finds your own way, but that's more or less how it's going to be. I'm just going to trim off the end of there so it doesn't get messy. Okay, and now we're ready to sew. Okay, so the running stitch, we're going to work along this line here. So we've got our thread already been knotted at the end. I'm going to come through from here. Now this is the easiest stitch you could do. Put it all the way through to the end. The other side, you feel the knot there. And then all we're going to do now is go down and out the back. And that's your first stitch. Now we're going to make a space in between because we're going to come up again. So we're going to try and use the same space in between. So we're going to go up. Keep on your line and come up. Feel it pulling, it's good. Now go down again. Try and get the same size stitch. Okay, and the same again, up from the bottom. And go back down again on the line. Okay, and up again from the bottom. And back down again. And that's all you do. And what you can do is you can try and do more than one at once. So find the area there with the needle. And then what we can do is you can actually go back down again and then come up again. We're done 2 in a row. Okay, so back down, back and up, back and up, and pull it through. Once again. Up go. And that is your running stitch. Okay, so now we're going to do the back stitch along this line here. Now the back stitch, the secret is in the word back. So rather than starting here at the beginning, we're going to start one stitch down. So here we go. So from the back, you come up until you feel your knot at the back. And then we're going to go back now. So we're going to go back as if we're going to the beginning again. And then you have your first stitch. Now we're going to go forward. So we're going to miss a space and we're going to go forward. Try and get the same length as this one. We're going to go forward. Feel it pulling. And we're going to go back to the same hole the other one started. You see? Okay, and now again, come forward, one stitch, and then go back. Okay, you see? It's forming one line. So again, come forward, come out, and then go back to the beginning again. Yeah, same again, go one forward, try and be the same distance every time with the stitch length, and then go back. This is very good. This is almost like weaving the fabric together. Okay, where are you going to go now? You're going to go forward. And then you're going to go back. Now forward. And back. And that is your back stitch. So we finish off a little bit for you. So forward and back. Put it through from behind, put it through. Okay, and that will be your back stitch. So now we are going to do what they call the blanket stitch. So I've threaded my needle already. I've got a nice double knot at the end. And so now we're going to do is fold over your fabric like so. Not to be perfect. Okay, so with the blanket stitch, we're going to be sewing on the outside here. So it's 2 layers. So we're going to start by going inside here until the knot gets in there. And now we're going to come from behind here and come through the same hole as here. See, we come through the same hole. What's happening is you're making a loop. There's a loop coming here. You see? So now we're going to go through that loop. And pull. Keep it straight. Okay, that's where we're going to start. Now we're going to come back again on the other side, the same level. We're going to come through again. And you see now there's a loop forming. You see, there's a loop there. I'm going to go through that loop. and slowly come up. You see? It slowly comes up onto the top. So now we'll go again underneath there, up on the other side, come through, and there's a loop forming again, so we're going to go into the loop. What we have here, we have some of the thread from before. Let me cut this thread here. Okay, you'll see it's starting to make form. We'll go through the loop. Again. Remember, you're just practicing. It doesn't have to be perfect. See the loop there now? See the loop? Going through that loop. See? And I'll do it again from the back. Same distance. Come through. Okay, it doesn't get caught on your fabric. I'm going to go through the loop. Left it a bit late that time. Through the loop, you see? Go through again. See the loop getting smaller, smaller, smaller. And then through that loop. Don't pull too tightly for now. And as you go along, you see you'll get better. Just keep doing the same distance between each one if you can. See my loop come into my loop, and again. See? Starting to look nice. This is a very thin thread. Normally you use an embroidery thread for this, but that's what we do. Put your loop there. Loop coming there, go back into my loop, and just bring it through. See, another thread sits on top. From the back, get my loop, and fold a little bit to the left. In again. There's my loop. Into my loop. And there again. When you pull, don't pull too tightly. It's more of a decorative stitch we're going to be using when we make our pin cushion, which we're going to be making next. Again, so to pull but not too tight. And that's what you're just going to do from the back. Leave a space, come up. Don't put it all the way through. Find your loop from the right, come in. And that's it. Find your loop. Again. Find your loop. Once again. Find through them back. Find your loop. And then here we're going to come just through the back, and we're going to finish it off. hidden under there. Cut away your thread, and there you have your blanket stitch. Okay, the cross stitch. Now this is a little bit complicated, so what we're going to use again is we need your tape measure again. Take out your tape measure, and now what we need to do is we want to put measurements so we know where we're going to sew. So put it along the line, your tape measure, nice and straight. Okay, so now what we're going to do is at every centimeter, which is a centimeter, we're going to put a dot or a line. So we're going to go there, there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. On the same other side, the same. 24. So every one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so these are our lines or dots. So make sure you can see them all. I can see them all there. The one there, the one there, I can't see properly. Okay, can you see them all now along there? Okay. Okay, now you've got all your measurements there, 1 centimeters apart along here. We're going to start. So the cross stitch. So come in from the top one, your hole there, your mark, and we're going to come through till it stops at the end with the knot. And now we're going to go across. So we're going to go down into this one here, and then we're going to come straight away through this one here. So you will see, do it slowly, put it through slowly. It's one another cross. So we're going to go up there now and bring it through the end to make our cross. So we have our first cross. So now this is where the tricky bit starts. So now we're going to come in from the bottom of this one. So find where you need where the hole is here. I'm going to come in through here. And then we do the same but upside down. So we're going to go in this one and out through this one. Like the first time, you see. And then we're going to go back down here, because that makes it into a cross, doesn't it? It's a cross. And now what we're going to do, we're going to come in now from the top. And then we're going to come back into this one and out again like the first time. I have a lot of thread here because I doubled up my thread so you could see better. Okay, so now where we're going to go, we're going to go up there to make the cross. Nice and tight, you see? And now we're going to start again from the bottom of the other one. Go across and in. Okay, now where we're going to go? We're going to go down there, aren't we? To make it into a cross. Okay, you see how it's going? These really help you putting these measurements in. So now we're going to go again from the top, because last time was from the bottom, so we start again at the top. Try and get the same position as the last one. And we're going to come down again here through the bottom of that one, and you've got your X again there, the first part of the X. Go across there to make it into an X, into a cross, sorry. And that's what we do, just go up and down, then up and down, then up and down, then up and down and across. So now we start from the bottom this time. Again, across, in that one, out that one. And then where we're going to go now, we're going to go here, aren't we, to make a cross. And we make a cross. Now sometimes it can be confusing because you don't know where to start, from the top or the bottom. Well, there's a bit of a secret here. Because what you're actually creating is this shape on the other side. So now I can see I need to start from the top, you see, to make that line go there, in case I forgot. So now I'll go turn it over the right way, and I'll start again from the top. Top, again down this one, and out this one. And now across to here. That's basically it. So last time we started from the top, so this time we need to start from the bottom. This is a very nice decorative stitch. Okay, and now we're going to start from the top. From the top, come down, through there, and then back through there. Okay, and that is your cross stitch.